Good evening, everyone, and welcome to After Dark. I'm Kara Delane, along with Mr. Ted Ings. How are you tonight, Ted?
Hey, Kara, I am pretty good. I'm pretty good now. It's really cold up here in New York. So how's it down there?
It's pretty chilly down here as well, but I'm sure you've got me beat on the cold weather.
by a little bit, not by a whole lot. And hey, I thought last week's show with Dave Boyle was amazing. We're off to a great start for the premiere issue, and we got an amazing guest today as well.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So now we've got a sponsor, an exclusive sponsor, who is behind all of these evening shows on Monday nights at 8 p.m. And I want to go out and I want to thank them. They are Kara BG Products, partners beyond products.
I love their tagline.
Yeah, they do great work for the automotive business, and we're really appreciative to Andy Baldassar and the crew down there at BG Products for all that they do for our industry. So, really special company and some special people there. And speaking of special people, Carol, we are celebrating a very special day today in the life of our co-host, Kara Delane. Your birthday.
Oh, you got to bring that one up, huh, Ted? I'm turning the big 2-4, surprisingly. So I feel like I'm 42 instead of 24, but yep, just had a birthday. So it's great.
Yeah, that's a real tough one.
It's going to be a great year.
Well, we reached out. What's that?
It's a boring birthday. What am I supposed to do with 24?
Wait a minute. How can that be a boring birthday? How?
I'm like, I don't know. Everything after, 21, it's just all boring. But it is going to be a great year. It's going to be a productive year, and it's going to be the best year yet. So can't wait for it.
Yes, it is. And we reached out to our Fixed Ops Roundtable family for some birthday greetings. So we'd like to, Kara, if it's okay, wish you a happy birthday and share those with you right now.
Happy birthday to you. Kara, it's your birthday. Woo! Have an awesome one. Great things are in store for you. Peace.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Kara. Your best and brightest days are still ahead.
Happy birthday, Kara. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Hi, Kara. Happy birthday from all of us here at Inkcentric. We hope you have a wonderful day and that you are treated like a true queen all day long. Happy birthday.
Now that made my birthday. They are all so sweet. I love that. Thank you, everyone, so much for the birthday wishes. That made me feel like a queen, like she said.
Yeah, and some really great people there. Our good friend Joe St. John, who is down in Texas now, who's also cold and freezing as well. He's moved down there, and Erica. Tiffany Wells up at in Illinois. She wanted to wish you a happy birthday. And Sarah Van Tyne was with us. And I don't know if you know Allison Landis, but she has a company called Inkcentric, and she was our last greeting. And she does all the awards for the best practices, and she does the famous Tully buttons and all the printed stuff for the Fixed Ops Roundtable as well.
Wow. Well, they're all wonderful people, and I've loved getting to know so many people through the Fixed Ops Roundtable and anything I've done with you, Ted. And that just goes to show, some of those people I've never met in person. And I still consider them all family to me, even though it's over Zoom half the time or through social media. But great people all over the nation. And I'm so blessed to know each and every one of them and be a part of this every week.
And happy birthday. Of course, Kara Delane, you are known for Henson brand dealerships there in Texas, but now you've also gained a pretty sizable following with the Fixed Ops Roundtable.
Yes,
and
I'm so excited.
Yeah, and people, pick you out and they recognize you when you walk the halls down at Digital Dealer and
like,
beyond. And we've got a big event coming up though, right? In March.
We do. We sure do. So the next Fixed Ops Roundtable, it's going to be called the March Magic event, and it's going to be March 9th, 10th, and 11th, all virtual and online. And so you can get your complimentary tickets today, y'all, at fixedopsroundtable.com. You will not want to miss it. I know it's going to be amazing with some great speakers lined up already.
We have an amazing lineup, Kara, and wait till you see the graphics that we've got for this show with the basketball theme. Just stuff that's I never expected. So we look forward to seeing all of you there. And again, the tickets are complimentary, so no charge to attend our event. So with that, I want to introduce our featured guest this week at Dark. He is the CEO of a company called Fixed Ops Digital that is setting the industry on fire in terms of fixed ops and all the digital marketing. It's Owen Moon.
Woo!
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Ted, Kara. Happy birthday, Kara. I didn't realize it was your birthday, but I'm glad I can share the screen with you tonight. So
yeah, thank you.
Hey, Owen, you got a lot going on there at your company. And, when I first met you 2.5, 3 years ago, I did not know a lot about this Fixed Ops Digital company and what you do. But congratulations, you are in what I saw recently. It was 500 dealers. It's probably many more by now.
Yeah, we're almost 600 now. We're pushing 600, and we think that 2022 and even 23 is going to be even bigger for us. Obviously, with COVID and then the inventory shortage, a very big spotlight got put on dealership service departments, and we were already sort of leading that charge long before that. And so we've had tremendous growth, hiring people all the time. We opened up our second office back in 2020, and the sky's the limit for not only our company, but obviously for dealerships as they're continuing to focus on the service department, and more importantly, kind of evolving their departments to be more online focused. That's where we are really sort of setting the bar and helping our dealerships.
Wow.
Now, where are you guys located, Owen? Because you said a second office, so that means there's a first.
Yeah. It's a great question, and I think in today's climate, I'm not sure most companies can actually answer that, right? Unless you're in retail. But yeah, no, we've got a headquarters in Denver Tech Center, just south of Denver in Greenwood Village. That's where our production team is. That was our original headquarters, I guess you could say, was the Denver area. We did open a performance office in Chicago, and that's where a lot of our performance managers and client success team works out of. And then, like most companies these days, we've really gone virtual. We've got employees in California, Maryland area, Baltimore area, down in Texas. Speaking of Texas, obviously I'm in Sioux Falls, so I'm in this huge place called Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But yeah, obviously I'm bouncing all over the place, and and between the two different offices, and it's been good. We took the philosophy of, let's not worry about finding people in the cities that we're maybe officing out of. Let's go find good, talented people no matter where they're at. And I think it's really worked for us. It's done a great job of not only retention, but ultimately having people a lot smarter than me around me is really a great benefit to our company as well.
And would these be some of those people, Owen?
Yeah, these are my partners, obviously. Anybody that doesn't know them, the guy on the right is Kevin Colma. He's our Chief Operating Officer. And then Chris Branham on my left, he's our Chief Technology Officer. And Julie Branham, obviously, is his wife and also our Chief Marketing Officer. So, and I believe this was at the Denver Auto Show probably back in 19, I would think. So I was a little skinnier back then.
This is a great team. Kevin's been on the show before, but the Branhams are remarkable. And I got to tell you a quick story about Julie. Somebody called her last year, and they wanted to sponsor the Fixed Ops Roundtable, right? Okay. And they said, we heard that you have an event. And she quickly realized that they were talking not about Fixed Ops Digital, right? But about the Fixed Ops Roundtable. So she said, "Oh, you're talking about the great." She said the great Fixed Ops Roundtable, and she, led them right to me, sent me an email, got them on the phone, got me. I mean, she was just amazing. So Julie and your team does a great job for the industry.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier. I think any business, having partners can be a challenge, right? And when we went into this opportunity, and you had 4 partners, I think, like anything, there was always that red flag or that, maybe that idea that, hey, this might not work out too well. But what's really great about our partnership team is that we all bring different strengths to the partnership. So, a lot of times you might have a lot, 2 or 3 type A personalities, or maybe even worse, you have, 3 or 4 introverts, that don't really want to be out there in the public, and, that type of thing. And so we really complement each other well. And I think that's been a really testament not only to our success, but also for us going out and finding great employees. They see the culture and they see what we're building, and they want to be a part of it. And so, we just gotta kind of keep that going, because there's a lot of days where, we're moving 100 miles an hour, and, you could kill each other, but we navigate it pretty well, and we have a lot of fun doing it.
So now, where did you say you live? Because you don't live in Denver. Where's?
No, I'm actually Minnesota, born and raised. After college, I came over to a city called Sioux Falls, South Dakota, just over the Minnesota border. And
that's beautiful.
no, that is not Minnesota. I'll tell you, that is actually Colorado. But
I was like, wow.
Yeah,
I should rethink Minnesota.
No, not Minnesota. There we go. South Dakota. There we go. And that's kind of what we're known for, right? We're known for Mount Rushmore. That's on the other side of the state. Sioux Falls is a very, very business, I guess, culture. A lot of credit card companies like Citibank and Household. They have their corporate headquarters here. We've got a couple really big hospitals, and it's obviously South Dakota being a very nice business state for taxes, and some of the rules have made it really good for a lot of really good technology companies, and just smart business guys to set up shop here. So,
wow.
Kara, have you been to South Dakota or no?
I have not been to South Dakota. And I was thinking right before Owen jumped on here that I've only met Owen one time in person. Okay. And it was funny because it was at Digital Dealer, and I was beelining somewhere for like one of the workshops or something. And I caught him in passing, and I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I'll come right back and see you. And we never got each other again. So
that's the way Digital Dealer works, though, right?
Bye.
Yeah, it was almost like a high five on the way past,
Yeah, we were like, what's up? We don't really know each other, but we know each other.
Well, and that's what happens at these things. You think 3 days is enough time.
Yeah.
You could be there all week and not see everybody that you wanted to see. So
yeah.
Now we've understand that we've got some pictures here that you've got some pastimes, and one of them is that you like football, professional football. Is that right?
Yeah, big NFL fan. We're a Vikings season ticket holders. There's my wife Dawn, myself at one of the probably a noon game, since we were drinking Bloody Marys. I'm assuming that was.
Look at that! Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, we prior to 2020, you couldn't go to the stadiums at all. Obviously, this year I only attended a few games. They were actually early though, and it was actually good and bad. We got to see some great Vikings football and some great NFL football, but my voice paid a price, and as you can probably notice, I'm still dealing with it. So, but it's a great atmosphere. I was there during the Minneapolis Miracle years ago when we beat the New Orleans Saints on that last minute or last second throw, and a lot of good memories there. And there was a time when I think I was undefeated. I mean, every time I went to a Vikings game, we won. I almost reached out and said, "Hey, can I get on the payroll?" But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, we've struggled a little bit, last couple of years, and but you know what? Vikings football to me, I'm a pretty competitive guy. I got a lot of sports in my background. It teaches me humility, right? So But I thought, I mean, I hear all these people going, well, I'm jumping ship. I'm going to a different team. I'm like, where would I go? I'm like, I was born and raised in Minnesota. I've been a Vikings fan since I could pick up a football, and I'm going to deal with it. Either we're going to win a Super Bowl before I die, or I'm going to enjoy every minute of it, I guess. So.
And that team must really leave you speechless, huh?
Well, it did this year, so.
Yeah, I can just picture you just going at it in the stands and hooping and hollering.
Yeah, we had
Like
3
no
straight
voice.
weeks. I flew down to Arizona, went to that game. Then I went to the Seahawks game at home, and I went to the Browns game at home. And by the end of it, I guess I didn't realize at the time, but because I went to Digital Dealer pretty much right after that, and yeah, I walked out of Digital Dealer with no voice, and so we're dealing with it. Got a little surgery next month. Should be a pretty routine thing, but get myself ready for NADA coming up. So
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And by the way, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, you can't get there without going to Minneapolis first. I've learned it, or at least like 90% you have to go through Minneapolis, right?
Yeah, traveling can be a problem. You got to connect somewhere. Typically, if I'm going somewhere or not, there are some direct flights, and I take advantage of those whenever I can. So.
And South Dakota, Kara, is like 2 different states. You've got that eastern part of the state where Owen is living, and then you've got that other part of the state where Mount Rushmore is in the west, Rapid City, and the Crazy Horse Monument, and you got the Black Hills, and you've got what is that motorcycle festival they have?
Oh, Sturgis.
Sturgis, yeah.
Sturgis out there.
Wow.
It is so beautiful out there. I would recommend it. If you get a chance to take a family vacation or just a quick trip, go see Mount Rushmore. If you got kids, you can go to like Bear Country USA, and there's lots of caves that you can explore. And we've been there a couple of times when our kids were littler and had a blast. So.
And I've been all over the country, Owen, and I got a chance to do a session for the South Dakota Dealers Association at Mount Rushmore. Right. Yes. I spoke outside there, and I spent a couple days, and I drove to all these places to the Black Hills, and I have never seen anything so beautiful as that part of South Dakota. So that's just really an amazing place.
Well, yeah, it's like kind of the first part of getting into that Colorado, Wyoming, or not Wyoming, but Montana. It's just sort of getting you kind of acclimated to that. And then if you keep going, we drove out to Montana a few summers ago, and it was great because we got to go through the Black Hills on our way there. So
cool. And tell us who these folks are.
That's the fam. That's my wife Dawn. We will be married 22 years this year. The brunette on the right is my oldest daughter. She is in chiropractic school. Just got married last August. And then Ashton on the right there is my oldest son. He's a freshman at South Dakota State University. Also going for exercise science, maybe looking at chiropractor. And the little guy on the left, or not so little guy anymore, he's my youngest. That's Ethan. He's a sophomore, 16, and he's the only one at home right now. So our house is getting bigger. So,
are you trying to steer him to have a career in automotive?
I wish somebody would. I wish someone would say, "Hey, Dad, what do you do?" And let's go.
Yeah, chiropractic school. That's far fetched from what you do.
Yeah. Well, and my oldest daughter, or my daughter, she's going to be great. That's kind of her thing, and so I think she's kind of maybe rubbing off on the boys a little bit, saying, "Hey, come check this out." But no, they're going to do great things. They're all smart kids, and obviously they got that from their mom. But it's been fun raising kids. We started early, obviously, so I'm kind of looking forward to those empty nester years coming up. So,
wow, 22 years. That's amazing. And you're into sports as well. We also found some pictures of Owen. I think this is you, right?
Yeah, that's oh man, I played a little baseball, obviously growing up, a little bit in college, and then spent about 25 years doing this competitive softball. And yeah, there's me playing third base, and I'll tell you what, the ball comes pretty fast. So if you're not ready for it, you're taking off the melon. So we're yeah. Did a lot of coaching too. That's a great picture. That was a travel basketball team that my my son was involved in. I actually did a lot of coaching for youth basketball and youth baseball, even prior to having kids. I was involved with, AAU basketball and some of the travel baseball back when I was in college. And I always said if I wasn't going to be in business, I would have been probably a history teacher coaching sports on some level. So this definitely fueled my competitive side, but also my teaching side. We were always the team that, maybe we weren't the select team or the most talented at sometimes, but there's a lot of lessons that they can be in youth sports that can carry you all the way through. And I would say of the hundreds of people that I've coached over the years, I still get messages from them telling me how much they enjoyed this time of their lives and how much we taught them, from just from sportsmanship to, you got to learn how to win, but you also got to learn how to lose. And those are all life lessons that I think you can take well into your adult world. And, I don't know if we get enough of that these days. I mean, with participation trophies and, everybody kind of wanting to have their kids be on all these select teams. And if they're not, getting them, telling them that they're done and they're not going to pay for it. And it's disappointing where youth sports has gone. But we always try to do the right thing, and I think we all had a lot of parents that really appreciated the approach that we took. But now I'm kind of being the leader and the coach of a new team, and that's all the young men and women that I have the pleasure of leading at Fixed Ops Digital.
Fixed Ops Digital, yeah.
A little different, obviously, but
Hey.
we have a lot of really young, talented individuals working for us, and they I think lean on our partnership team and me, specifically for that leadership and really show them the path, because doing this I think this is my 22nd year working in the automotive industry, and I've seen it really change obviously over the years, but still relationships, customer service, and just integrity are everything. And we're just trying to kind of teach that through I say lead from the front, and that's what I'm trying to do. So
all right, Owen, in wrapping up, any big announcements from Fixed Ops Digital coming up, because we've got both the Fixed Ops Roundtable and the NADA show happening in March?
Yeah, so Brad Pascal is going to be speaking at the upcoming Roundtable. He's our national sales manager. You guys probably, I don't know if you've met Brad. I know he won an award, a best practice award with you guys at his last session. He's an industry professional and a longtime consultant and was started at a dealership. So anytime Brad gets a chance to get in front of the camera, he does a great job of just really giving dealerships some actionable items that they can take with them. We've got a huge booth at NADA, so we're super excited for that. Hopefully, there's a great attendance and that type of thing. I do have a couple other things kind of coming down the pipeline. It's a little early to kind of announce that, but
you have to come back then.
Yeah, we're gonna have a big year, and we're right on the cusp of a couple really big announcements. But I think more than importantly is, what we're doing for the industry is still something that if you go to 8 out of 10 dealerships websites, you're not going to see what we do. So part of the challenge we have every day is getting dealerships to understand that they need us, right? Because they're not out there going, hey, I need what Owen and his team are providing. But once they get a chance to talk to us and we show them the right way to approach how to market and merchandise, their different profit centers of their fixed ops department on their website, it really makes sense to them. And then they go, okay, I really understand what you guys do. Let's go to work. And that's why we've had the success that we've had over the years.
And by the way, I really like what you've added recently. Owen showed me some of the pages that his dealerships have got that they created, Kara. And the customer has the ability now to finance a service purchase right online, easy, pushing a button. I mean, they've really made it easy. So we're going to hear more about what Fixed Ops Digital is doing from Brad Pascal, and that's going to happen in March. Shari, give us a reminder again. Give us the dates on that Fixed Ops Roundtable.
So it's going to be March 9th 10th, and 11th, all virtual and online. So if you're going to NADA, you can also log on and watch the Fixed Ops Roundtable just like me. And guys, get your tickets early at fixedopsroundtable.com because they are once again complimentary.
Great. We're going to have a great lineup there. So, Owen, thank you and Fixed Ops Digital for all that you do for the industry. We appreciate you greatly. Next week here on Monday night at 8 p.m., we're going to have an amazing guest, and it's going to be her first time, Kara, on the Fixed Ops Roundtable. It's going to be Samantha Foster. She's going to be here from UVI, so we look forward to seeing her next Monday, the 31st. And, great stuff here going on. And Owen, thank you for all you do. Kara, happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This has been a great discussion. I don't normally talk about me a lot, so this was kind of fun just to show some of the old sports pictures and stuff like that you guys must have been scanning my Facebook. So.
Definitely stalking you, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. But yeah, thank you so much. Obviously, Ted, Kara, for what you guys do for the industry. We have really found that when we locked arms with the Fixed Ops Roundtable as a company, it was such a weird time because we'd done a little bit with you guys, obviously at the Beverly Hills event and that type of thing. But when COVID hit and you guys decided to go virtual, I think that's when, and also obviously doing the complimentary tickets, you just opened up so much more opportunity for the dealership personnel to get education, to learn what's going on outside of, just their own four walls, because especially in the service business where they're busy and, they're tapped out every day, just to be able to kind of step back and listen to other people's perspectives, I think goes a long way. But you got to be careful because you don't want to just listen to anybody. You want to make sure that it's professionals that have done this before. They're actually, I always say practice versus preachers versus practitioners, right? Got a lot of preachers out there that are just, kind of telling everybody how it should be done. But I'd rather talk to practitioners, and that's, men and women in this industry that are doing it every day and, are actually making a difference. And I think everybody that is involved with the roundtable, I think that's what you look for, Ted, obviously, and that type of thing. So
yeah,
great.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
thanks
for jumping on with us, Owen. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everyone, and we'll be looking forward to next week with Samantha Foster, another family-oriented powerhouse in her career, just like Owen is. Guys, on behalf of Ted Ings, Owen Moon, I'm Kara Delane. We will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Thanks for joining us.